Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do laundry together. First off, I liked the last video I did where I was like doing stuff and chatting at the same time because that just makes sense when you have a toddler, is to do both at the same time. So I have so much laundry you can't even see all of it. And I've been working on it for like 3 days at this point. I am someone who I hate laundry. I'll start it and like run it and everything, but the task of like getting it out of the basket and either folding or hanging is like, I hate hanging. I don't know why, I just hate it. It needs to be done because my kid doesn't have any clothes. Today's video is I'm going to share 5 things that I do that make my life just a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, and takes some mental energy away from me, if that makes sense, or off of me, whether it's like a little system that I do or whatever. My first, and this is why I'm starting this here, because it has to do with laundry. I do not buy my toddler any clothes that cannot be an outfit. Like, I won't buy a random shirt or random pants if I don't have one shirt that goes with it. So that's why my favorite place to shop is at TJ Maxx, because you're buying outfit sets. So for example, this is from TJ Maxx. It has the shirt, it has the pants. I don't need to worry about it matching. I don't need anything. So that's why I prefer to shop at TJ Maxx. But if I see something, say like at Target or on Amazon, like these pants, for example, these are the most adorable thing ever. Okay? Look at these bubs. They had to be bought. But I know that every single one of her clothing items has to have a match. I don't want to pick outfits or like help her match every day. It's easier for her to grab a bundle and she knows the outfit and then it's just done. Like, there's no fighting. She still gets to pick, but also I never have like onesie twosie shorts or pants or whatever besides the things that she's kind of like phasing out of. So I have a little section where like it does still fit, or like I'll keep a section with a couple long sleeves for like these transition spring days where like maybe the outfit I'll roll up a long sleeve and a short sleeve option with it. But those are like far and few between, whatever that saying is. So does it take some more time when I'm like doing laundry? Yes, it does. But the outfit goes into the wash and the outfit comes out of the wash. So I should never not have an outfit, if that makes sense, unless there was like an accident on a shirt or something like that. But usually, if we have like an outfit big mishap, then she just changes her whole outfit, and that's like milk down the entire outfit or something like that. That's my first tip, and that makes my life easier. Is I only buy outfits for my kid, and if she's given anything, then either something is phased out, like an outfit that's been on the brink on anyways, or we head to the store, like Walmart or Target or whatever, and I buy the pant or the shirt that needs to go with it, and that's how we do it. That's how I do it. Keeps my brain clearer so that she always has exactly what she needs, if that makes sense. Next one, I always have breakfast items in the freezer. It is very rare for me to not have breakfast items in the freezer, and that's really only happened when we've been moving. I honestly can only think of a few times where I haven't had in the freezer. I'm someone who does not want to be rushed in the morning. I don't like the immediate mental fatigue that it takes to figure out meals first thing in the morning. And so we always have something in the freezer that can be done. My go-to things are breakfast cookies. That's like one of Tiny's absolute favorites. We have pancakes that are always in the freezer. Oh, we'll always have granola. That's not in the freezer, but I usually have that with yogurt and fruit. And then we always have breakfast sausage in the freezer. That's Tiny's favorite. We do the turkey sausage, so we're not eating like a bunch of red meat. Those are her absolute favorites. So yeah, that is the second thing. Again, it just like lets my brain ease into the morning instead of rush into the morning and have to like already make decisions, if that makes sense. Okay, the next one is I do not plan lunches ever. It's very rare that I plan any kind of lunch. And that's only when like I know that we are not going to have leftovers. So if you don't like leftovers, this will probably not be helpful to you. But I will cook more than we need for every dinner or whatever, and we will eat that for lunch. The next day, um, sometimes we like have the not the last night's but the previous night's dinner for lunch, just so we're not like eating the same thing. It just depends. However, if I know that we like won't have enough leftovers, then I always make sure to have charcuterie board stuff. Let me just say, it's not like salamis and like all the fancy meats. That's not what we're talking about. This is like turkey, cheese, some type of cracker, or some type of carb with some cucumbers, peppers, like different veggies, and then some fruit of some type. She gets fruit at like every meal, so that's not something I never don't have. Yeah, so then that's easy. I just pull it all out. It's usually cut for the most part. I throw it all on a plate, and there you go. I try to change it up every time I give her one. Of those plates, I'll do like, I'll put on a sweet pickle, or I'll put on like a couple green olives, and or I'll put on some Guatemala olives. Just stuff like that, where I try to change it up a little bit, but that it doesn't add stress to my life, if that makes sense. Where I'm not like planning it. I just look around the fridge of what I already have and try to find something she hasn't had before, if that makes sense. I don't like cooking for lunchtime. I don't like stressing about it. I don't like any of that. So that's what we do. Okay, the next one is, it kind of coincides with that. We prep all of our veggies. There are seasons where like we aren't doing this and it's very annoying. I would prep everything. Everything's washed, everything's cut. It'd be put all in there, and then when it came to lunchtime, I literally grabbed the tray, told Tiny to pick what she wanted, and then she puts it on her plate. I put the tray back in the fridge. It also comes really in handy if I'm like cooking dinner and I need to cut carrots or something. There's just some that are already washed and semi-cut, and so I can throw those in, or broccoli, or whatever the veggie is. So it just comes in handy having that all prepped, but it's also cheaper than like buying prepped food. It just takes a little bit more time on one of your days. The next one is I theme my days. So as a stay-at-home mom, and a working mom, I I get very overwhelmed with my life very easily, just with all the things I want to do, like taking care of my family and meal prepping for my family and making like really nourishing meals for them, and that being like very important to me. On top of that, doing our household things like doing laundry and like cleaning the house. Although my husband and I were married for 7 years, 8 years before we had Tiny, so those kind of systems we have like down. We don't even have to talk about it. So those aren't an issue for us and our relationship because they're split very evenly. But just like my tasks within that realm, plus the working tasks, plus the parenting tasks, and nurturing my child, going out and doing things and stuff like that, but also still trying to do things I want and need to do, like even working out and stuff like that. And so my theme days, I want to do a whole video on this at some point to really like get into it and how I like to do it. But my theme days are Mondays are my life admin days, but that's when I do all doctor appointments are scheduled usually on Mondays. Getting things to a mailbox are on Monday. Amazon returns are on Mondays. Grocery shopping is usually on a Monday because to me that's a life admin task. Like, it just has to be done. Budget will be looked over on Mondays. Just, I keep a running list, but I don't do anything on the list until Monday. And even like Saturday and Sunday, unless something has like a really hard deadline and it came up and it has to be done that week, we don't do it. Also, Mondays are usually my vlogging days as well, my videoing days. And then Tuesdays are my edit days. And so that's where I'll like obviously sit down and edit. With my clients, it depends on when I edit for them. So sometimes I'll do that on Tuesdays. Today is one of those days where I need to do client work today. Wednesday is my blog day. Like to get my website further that along. And for my blog, that could be like editing recipes, like the visuals of them, because I'm making like a big old backlog. I have so many recipes that I've just been creating for years. Our family just uses them, but I'm gonna put them on my blog. And so I'd rather them not just be like a PDF with words. And then Thursday is my program day, and that's obviously where I work on my cancer recovery program that I'm building, and that is coming along. And it's just, guys, it keeps getting bigger, okay? And I have so much that I want to help on and teach and like cut through the crap of social media and just be like, listen, you don't need all this stuff. Like, just let's go back to basics. And yeah, I don't know. It just keeps getting bigger. Let's just leave it at that. And then Fridays are my free Fridays. Free Fridays are essentially where I just pick up other things that needed to be shifted, or I give myself like a full brain rest day. So yeah. And then Saturdays are extra business days, so anything that needs to get done or like I needed more time on, I'll do on Saturday during her nap. But the overall day is family day. And so we pick something to do as a family and then we go and do it. And that's anything from a family walk, very simple, to dragging our little pop-up soccer net and taking it down to like a bigger green space and playing soccer as a family, which is so fun. Just stuff like that. And then on Sundays, it's a full rest from everything. It's very rare for me to like do any chores. I have two things that I do every Sunday because if I don't do it on that day, I'm gonna forget about it. And that's just to change our sheets and water my plant. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful if you have like tiny human that you take care of, or just like the theme days. If you want to learn more about my theme days, I will probably talk about it anyways because I love the system that I've created. It helps me not to be stressed out and overwhelmed, because I'm the type of person who like wants to get everything done, and this makes it so that I can't because I force myself not to. And it makes me a better mom and just all the things. It balances everything out. Hopefully you guys like today's video. I'm gonna just, finish my laundry, put together these outfits. So yeah, if you guys liked today's video, be sure to give this video a thumbs up because it really supports the channel, and comment below any other videos you like to see or videos that you've liked. And yeah, thanks for being here and for like, hanging out in my little tiny corner of the... Oh, my camera said I've been recording for too long, so that's gonna be fun to edit. But yeah, anyways, thanks for being here, and I will see you guys in my next video.